Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Citizens Bank Park and welcome to Phillies baseball. Today is a day game between the Seattle Mariners and the Philadelphia Phillies. Brandon G here. Phillies baseball is coming up next. Yovani Gallardo, the starting pitcher for the Phillies, he is 3-2 in 6 games, a 6.03 ERA, and 31 innings. He's given up 40 hits, 8 walks, and 28 strikeouts. Phillies looking to get out of a 5-6 snide here. They've lost 5 of 6.
Number 23, Edmund London.
Juan Segura will lead off.
Leading off the afternoon for Seattle, shortstop Gene Segura.
Gene Segura will lead off for the Mariners, and the first pitch is lined in the right field for a base hit. So the first hit of the ball game goes to Segura on.
Batting second, center fielder number
And the Mariners
15.
have it going here early in the first. This ball was drilled in the right field.
Counts 1-0.
1 ball and no strikes. Dustin Ackley, the batter. He's playing center field, batting at .295.
Oh, that's low.
2 balls and no strikes. Segura gets back. Go again the first. Another throw. So Gallardo is throwing a lot of balls over the first base here.
Ball.
3 balls and no strikes. Cano waiting on deck. How's that over? You see the umpiring crew today? Ball is foul, so that was a full count. And he got a strikeout. So Gallardo with a strikeout. And you see the Mariners line up. Cano, Sega, Cruz, Kaiser, Potts, Marcus, and Norris rounding out the order. And here's Robinson Cano batting at .325. He's got 20 RBIs this season. Runner goes. Segura trying to go to steal second, and he is out at second base. And there are 2 quick outs here at the top of the first. Well, the pitch was high. Nice throw by Mathis, and he gets Segura 2 outs here in the first inning.
Hey.
1 ball and 1 strike. Robinson Cano, 34 years old, 210 pounds from the Dominican Republic.
2 balls, 1 strike.
2 balls and 1 strike. He homered in last night's game. That was his 8th home run of the season. Mariners were 4-6 in their last 10. Had an 8-game losing streak in April. Hit on the ground to Holt. And flips it over to London for the out, and that'll end the inning for Seattle. 1 hit in the inning. Segura was thrown out trying to steal second. We go to the bottom of the first. Seattle, nothing. Phillies coming to bat. But Norris is the starting pitcher. In the 7th game, he's 1-3, a high ERA, 7.9, 225 innings, giving up 38 hits, 11 walks, 20 strikeouts. Norris, 32 years old, home state of California. John Jay will lead it off for the Phillies.
Center fielder, John Jay.
Hey.
Here is a strike, no balls and 1 strike. Count. And there's 1 ball and 2 strikes, but only 6 hits in last night's ball game. Broke a 4-game losing streak when they won against the Nationals. Lost last night against the Mariners as John Jay gets a hit in the center field.
Batting second, third baseman, Anthony Rendon.
I'll bring up Anthony Rendon, the third baseman. Rendon batting at .313. Goes. This one is racked in right field for a base hit. Stopping at second is Jay. Rendon is at first, so Phillies have their first 2 men on base here in the first inning.
Fielder, Brandon Jordan.
It'll bring up Brandon Jordan. Jay went. That ball was lined out in the right field, and Jay stayed at second base. Here's Brandon Jordan. .389, leads the National League in home runs with 13. Side for a ball, 1 ball and no strikes. Foul. Bounces up there, running stay put. Balls and 2 strikes. runner for the out. Runners move up. So it'll be a sacrifice to Jordan.
Batting fourth, the shortstop.
Phillies line up with Jay Rendon Jr. You got Franco, Batista, London, Hope, Mathis, and Gallardo rounding out the order. Here's Michael Franco. Franco's average goes down to 304. So he has cooled off a little bit. He's trying to get back on track here. After getting off to a blazing start in April. And strike one. Balls and 2 strikes. And Franco strikes out. 2 down.
Batting fifth, left fielder.
And they'll bring up Jose Batista.
1-0.
Inside, 1 ball and no strikes. Batista batting at 226. Homered against the Nationals to give the Phillies the lead back on Sunday. It was an 8th inning home run. Ground ball over to second base. Cano fires over the first, score the out, and that'll retire the Phillies here in the first inning. They get 2 hits to start off the ball game, but cannot score any runs. We go to the second inning, no score. This is Bank Park. Kyle Sager will be the batter, batting at 250.
Third baseman, Kyle Seager.
Ball inside.
Inside for a ball. They said the Mariners started the season, they were 5-2.
That's a ball.
Then they went on an 8-game losing streak and trying to get back on the winning track here. They are 4-3 in the month of May. Here's a ground ball to the catcher and a fire over to London for the first out of the inning.
Batting fifth, right fielder, Nelson Cruz.
Here's Nelson Cruz. Phillies defensively from left to right is Batista, J. Jordan from third to first. Rendon, Franco, Holt, London. Jeff Mathis catching, and Gallardo is the pitcher. Nelson Cruz batting at 234.
Ball. Counts 1-0.
Ball with no strikes. It's this one over to Franco. Nice throw by Franco. Throwing out Nelson Cruz.
Batting sixth, catcher, Taylor Kaiser.
Taylor Kaiser will be the batter. Nice play by Franco. They keep it from going into the hole. Taylor Kaiser the batter. 259 hitter. And he drills it foul. No balls and 1 strike. inside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Fouled out of play.
Ball 2.
2-1. Gallardo talked to him before the game. He said he wants to get his ERA down. He wants a better start to this game and a better finish. It's popped up around foul ground, and London is there and it will make the play. And to retire the Mariners here in the second. They go in order. No score. Here's Edmund London batting at 194.
First baseman, Edmund London.
London, caught by the third baseman, Kyle Sager, 1 down.
Batting 7th, second baseman, Brock.
Here's the Mariners defensively from left to right. You got Marcus Ackley, Nelson Cruz from third to first, Kyle Sager, Segura, Robinson Cano, Steve Potts, Kaiser catching and Norris pitching. Here's Brock Hope.
That's out.
1 ball and no strikes to Hope.
Ball.
Getting off for at that one. 2 balls and no strikes.
Hey.
2-1.
D-Rod.
Got him swinging early. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Back through the middle, a base hit in the center field. So Hope is a 1-out base runner here in the second inning. This one bounced off the mound right up the hole. Here's Jeff Mathis.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Ball and no strikes. Give a lot of credit to Seattle. They have been playing well in the month of May after getting off to that horrendous start in April. Especially that 8-game losing streak really set them back. I talked to their manager earlier and he said if they can get a couple of wins, sweep the Phillies, they'll be pretty good here in the month of May. They think they have a chance of breaking to even at the 500 mark toward the end of the month here. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Over to third base, on the second for 1. Back to first. Double play. So Sager to Cano to Potts, a double play. And ends the second. We go to the third. No score. Well, the NFL draft experience is in the city of Philadelphia.
Leading off for the Mariners, first baseman.
Very crowded
Steve
downtown.
Potts.
Steve Potts will be the batter. Had a chance to go down there earlier today to check things out. Here's Steve Potts. One ball and no strikes. Draft is wrapping up in this final day.
D-Rod.
1 ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Count.
A lot of people praising the Eagles on their picks in the draft. Ball's fouled back. Still 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Nope, that's a ball.
And Experience will be running until 6 o'clock this afternoon. So you have about an hour, a couple more hours to get down there if you choose to do so.
Thank you.
3 balls and 2 strikes.
Ball 4, take your base.
And Potts draws a walk.
Batting 8, left fielder,
Dave Marcus will be the next batter for the Mariners. He's 6 for 15 in his last 4 games, batting at .247. So he's hit pretty well in his last 4. And even .400. The inside corner, no balls and 1 strike. In the air to left, and Jose Bautista puts it away. 1 out here in the 3rd.
Batting 9th, the pitcher,
And Bud
number
Norris will
25.
bat. He rarely bats because he pitches in the American League and they have a designated hitter. So this will be his first at bat of the season. And he'll bunt and he'll take a ball. Pops the bunt up, fielded by Rendon, and he gets Norris. Moving up to second is Morris.
The shortstop, number 9, Gene
So the sack
Segura.
bunt is good. Is Gene Segura. Segura singled on the first pitch of the ball game.
D-Rod.
1 strike to Segura. And Segura hits this one on the ground. And Hope fires over the first for the out. That'll retire the side. And we're still scoreless as we head to the bottom of the 3rd here on Video Game Network.
Leading off for
Here's
the
Giovanni Gallardo.
pitcher, Giovanni Gallardo.
And that one is in the right, and that is caught by Cruz for out number 1.
The batter, center fielder, Sean Shea.
John Jay will be the batter. Jay has singled in his first plate appearance. This is back in the first inning. This game is going by pretty quick. And he fouls that off. No balls and 1 strike. Good day here for baseball here at Citizens Bank Park. 80 temperatures in the 80s today. Norris thought that was a strike. The count is 2 balls and 1 strike. Now it's even. Ground ball with a third. 2 outs.
The third baseman, number 6, Anthony Rendon.
And I'll bring up Anthony Rendon. Rendon singled back in the first inning. Strike call, no balls and 1 strike.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Low, 1-1.
Ball, that's in.
2 balls and 1 strike to Rendon. Bottom of the third, no score here. Two and two. Round ball. Norris can't field it, and it will. Let's see how they score. It might be an infield single. Let's see how they score it. But Rendon is on first. He is 0 for 1 with a ground out. And they will score a base hit. So second hit of the game for Rendon.
1-0.
This ball is low. You just think it's a matter of time that Jordan or Franco will get it going.
That's a ball. 2 balls, no
2 balls and no strikes.
ball, that's low.
3-0. Michael Franco waits on deck. Jordan didn't get the green light there. It's 3 balls and 1 strike. And Jordan draws the walk.
The batter, number 7, shortstop.
So Mikel Franco will be the batter with Rendon at second base. A chance for Franco to deliver an RBI here. Franco struck out back in the first inning. That is strike 1. Quickly 0-2 to Franco.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Franco just has to find his pitch. He just gets some wood on the bat. Did he go? No, he didn't. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Franco hits it on the ground to first, and Potts takes it himself and out of retired aside. Phillies leave 2. Matt Vasgersian with the call in the 4th. No score.
Leading off for Seattle, center fielder number 13, Dustin Ackley.
Into the windup and the pitch. A high fastball is in there. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Jordan ranging back. He's there and records the first out.
Now batting, second baseman, Robinson Cano.
So stepping in, Robinson Cano. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. And the pitch. And here's his fastball for a called strike 1, and he's hitting an even 90 on the gun.
Man, I think he's trying to send a message right here. I'm going to challenge you. I like my stuff. I think I'm better than you. I don't care how good a hitter you are. And this guy's a good hitter, by the way. But he came right after him early in the count.
And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
And this is drifting foul back into the stands. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a 1-out single.
That's a strong hitter right there. Slider in on his hands, and he still is able to muscle it out far enough for a base hit.
In now, Kyle Seager, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. Ground ball left side. And from deep in the hole, a jump throw to second. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Mariners go down quietly there. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Standing in,
Leading off for the
Jose
Phillies here in the
Bautista.
fourth.
He's 0 for 1 thus
Left
far.
fielder, number 19.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. The pitch. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
That's your classic front door slider. It doesn't break like you expect it to, and all you can do is freeze as a hitter, and he got the call.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
That's an excellent at bat right there.
First
Fell
baseman,
behind it
number
early, 1 and
23.
2. Didn't
Edman.
panic or start chasing
London.
pitches out of the zone. He's able to lay off 3 pitches in a row, and he's standing on first with no outs. That's a great job.
Standing in now, Edmund London, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at bat. The 1-0 delivery. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Well, I like that, taking that strike right there. Look, he's already walked a couple guys early. He's not throwing the ball consistently in the zone. You have to be patient and make him work.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And that misses. 2-1.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Grounded, foul.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
Here's Brock Holt now. Runners on the move for second. And this is fouled at the plate. The 0-1 pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. On the move again from first. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Working for the punch out and the offering. Grounded to first. Segura for 1. On to first, and it's another double play. They're second in the first 4 innings, as that one will retire the side. Nothing doing here this half. We played 4 full, and we are tied 0-0. Here's Nelson Cruz now.
Leading off
He's
for the
in to
Mariners,
get things going here in
right
inning number
fielder,
5.
Nelson Cruz.
Here's the first pitch to him.
D-Rod.
Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
It can be tough to lay off a high fastball like that because right at your eye level, it looks like it's so easy to hit,
One ball,
and then
one
it's
strike.
by you.
1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. The 1-2 coming from Gallardo. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Well, they haven't had a lot of offense in this game. Right now, though, you got 3 balls here. Maybe this will be the leadoff walk that gets things going for them.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Ball hit high to the right side, but this will get into the seats, foul. And another foul ball. Ready to deliver the full count pitch. Swing and a liner. That's his first base hit, make him 1 for 2 now. So the base hit puts the first man aboard to start the inning for the Mariners.
Well, Matt, that's his 6th game. He's got a base hit in. Now you got to start a streak somewhere. I start paying attention about 6 games. He's swinging the bat pretty good.
Digging in, Taylor Kaiser. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First offering on its way. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. The 1-1 pitch. Slider stayed too low, ball 2. Here's Gallardo now with the 2-1. 3-1.
This is one of those rare hitters counts we've seen in this game. They're just having a difficult time getting it going.
And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so
Now
far, but
batting,
after that walk,
first
they've got
baseman,
runners at first and second
Steve
and look ready
Potts.
to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
In now, Steve Potts. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Jay is there, and he has it for the first out. The relay, and he'll get into third here on the fly out, so he's 90 feet away here with one gone.
We'll see if moving up to third pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go for third, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a hit.
Now at the plate, Dave Marcus comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. A check at the bag by Gallardo, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. And again a throw, a dive, but he's back. First pitch on its way from Gallardo. Good late break to the slider here, but he takes it in on the hands for ball 1.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
Ready with the 1-0. Ball 2.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
No runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. Three and 0 now.
You know what, Matt? He's been getting most of the pitches. I know he's complaining a little bit on this one, but he's been getting most of the pitches today. He should be feeling pretty good about himself.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball. Looks like the pitching coach might want to have a chat here.
Not sure why the pitching coach is even going to the mound. This guy's been on cruise control the entire game. Might be he's just giving his pitcher a chance to catch his breath, regroup, and regain some of that focus.
At the plate, Bud Norris. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone. But if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd. So the count holds at 0-2. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Gene Segura standing in. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. And Gallardo's pitch count and even 70 after that last offering. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is, and he comes back to get him. So a great job pitching out of it with the bases loaded. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More from Citizens Bank Park in just a moment. Stepping in, Jeff Mathis. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 4. Low for ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
And this one's too far inside, ball 2. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
Ball 3 to a leadoff hitter that can run. Not the greatest way to start this right here. I think right now you really have to start pouring some pitches into that strike zone.
Here's the 3-0 pitch. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at.
Now that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turned to the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And this one will be out of play off to the left. Now here's the check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing. So that's ball 4.
The pitcher, number 50.
He almost got him to commit there. As we take another look at it in slow motion, he comes awfully close to breaking that plane, but he was able to hold back. Strong wrist, and he gets a trip to first because of it.
Stepping in now, Giovanni Gallardo. And they'll indeed have the pitcher squaring around as he puts this one down. On to first, and they get them both.
Oh, that's the last thing you want to happen when you're trying to bunt a guy into scoring position. He got it down, but you have to deaden the ball, too. Otherwise, these infielders just eat it up and turn it into a double play.
In now is John Jay, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The windup and the 0-1. Grounded to the right. Cano gets to it. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. 5 innings complete, and we still have no score. Here's Dustin Ackley. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Center fielder, number 13, Dustin Ackley.
First pitch of the at-bat. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times, you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
On its way is pitch number 75. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Late swing and a ball line fouled into the seats past the third base dugout. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
With the meat of the order due up next, you could probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Hit back up the middle. There is Franco. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Into the windup and the pitch. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball. 1-0.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. Robinson Cano, a solo home run. Home run number 9 on the year as the Mariners take a 1-0 lead.
Well, he hit a homer last night, too, so it's obvious that he's in a groove right now. My advice to this staff, don't give him anything he can extend his arms on. You do, and he's going to make you pay for it just like he did.
couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The windup and the 0-1. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. That one's out of here. Back-to-back home runs. A solo home run here for Kyle Seager. Home run number 5 on the year. And the Mariners move out in front 2-0.
You put guys in the middle of your lineup because you need consistent offensive production. Well, these two just went bang, bang, back-to-back homers, so I guess that qualifies.
Here comes the Phillies skipper on his way out toward the mound. And that'll be the last we see of Yovani Gallardo. So he'll depart after 5 1/3 innings of work and with no shot to win the decision. Marco Estrada, a right-hander standing 6 foot even, will take over the pitching duties here.
Marco Estrada.
Into the box, Nelson Cruz.
Right fielder, Nelson Cruz.
As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Boy, it's a rough at bat right here. Not picking up the ball very well. He's late on the fastball and he's early on the off speed. Oh, tough place to be.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He is fortunate he just fouled it off.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it.
Well, that's great discipline. He's clearly sticking with his plan. Those 2 balls were down. He's thinking to himself, make him get it up before I swing. Get it off the knees.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. A fastball that just misses inside.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
Hit hard to third. Fielded by Rendon. Throw on to first. 2 gone.
Now batting, catcher, Taylor Kaiser.
Ready once again, Taylor Kaiser. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he makes good contact there, but this is going to find the stands foul down the right field line. And he misses with it. 1-1. Two out, nobody on. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Sharp ground ball to third. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Mariners 2 and the Phillies nothing. Ready for another shot now, Anthony Rendon. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home 6th. And double-barreled action now in the Mariner bullpen as both a left-hander and a right-hander start to throw. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Another one sent foul. Here comes another 0-2. And strike 3 called on a fastball that looked inside from here, but that's out number 1.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Into the box now, Brandon Jordan. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the pitch. Drilled right back up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with the single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at bat at a time.
Here's the first pitch to him. Michael Franco is in for the 3rd time here as he watches one that misses low. It's a ball and no strikes.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. That's wide. 2-0.
Tough situation for him right here. I mean, he's got an open base, so he doesn't have to give in to this guy, but there's definitely danger looming on deck, so you can't just completely work around him either.
The 2-0 on the way. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Tapper right back to the mound. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Jose.
Striding in once again, Jose Bautista comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Norris sets. Here's the first pitch. A called strike over the outside corner. Comes set with the 0-1. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Phillies strand one. They're still down. It's 2-0.
After 6 innings of play, it's the Mariners 2 and the Phillies nothing. Both teams with 5 hits in the game, but the difference is the Mariners with 2 runs.
Now pitching for the Phillies, number 57, Ryan Morris.
It's Steve Potts. He'll lead off in the 7th inning.
Leading off for Seattle, first baseman, Steve Potts.
Those Mets are right on the Phillies' heels. Both of those teams are tied for first place. If the Phillies lose today and the Mets win, the Mets will take first place. And the Mets have won 6 in a row.
Ball that's outside.
All in 1 strike. Phillies gone off to a hot start to begin the season, and they have cooled off a little bit. And then you got the Nationals in Washington for a weekend series, so the Phillies have had their problems with the Nationals except winning a game on Sunday. So this game is important for them to win today and go into Washington with some momentum. A loss today, you're going into the DC, and it's Washington is going to be licking their chops in that weekend series, which will be on the MLB network as a strikeout. So Morris starts the 7th inning with a strikeout.
Dave Marcus.
He just got fooled with that one right there. There's Marcus, the batter, and this one is a little inside. Marcus is 0 for 1. He walked back in the 5th inning. Mariners had 2 home runs in the game. That's the offense they have had.
2-0.
2 balls and no strikes. Phillies hitters can't seem to score runs. They've had runners in scoring position, but have not been able to get them home. Got 2 balls and 1 strike. You haven't seen this struggle for the Phillies early in the season. I mean, they've struggled in April, hovered over the 500 mark for a game or 2. But in May, they've seemed to have gotten it together in May, June, and July. But right now, they've had early season slumps. And they're in danger of falling out of first place. A ground ball over the Hope. He flips over the first for the out. There's 2 down here in the 7th inning.
Bud Norris.
There's Bud Norris. He is still in the game. He's 0 for 1. Had a sacrifice bunt back in the 3rd inning. Mariners at 4 and 3 in the month of May. 2 cooks, 1 ball and 1 strike on Norris. 2. And that's a strikeout. And that'll retire the side. A quick inning for Morris as we go to the bottom of the 7th. 2-0 Seattle. It's Edmund London. London is 0 for 2 with a strikeout in the 4th inning.
First baseman, Edmund London.
Balls and 1 strike. A ball and 1 strike.
D-Rod.
1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes for count.
Ball's ripped foul. Still 1 ball and 2 strikes. Base. And 1 out here in the 7th inning. Little floater of a throw there.
Now batting, second baseman, Brock.
There's Brock Holt. Bud Norris came into the game with a high ERA of 7-something. He's thrown 93 pitches. He came in with a high ERA and he's pitching a shutout so far. It's coming into his 7th inning of work. So this has to be a confidence booster for him. Phillies, on the other hand, have to be disappointed that they're not getting any run support, but they have had runners in scoring position, have not been able to get them home. Here's a hit in the right field. That's going to go all the way to the wall. Holt will stop at first base as that ball hit hard. A nice play by the right. Nice play by Nelson Cruz to get to it. That ball was lined hard, and Cruz got to it on a couple of hops, and Holt had to stay in, and that'll be it for Bud Norris as Holt is at first with 1 out. It will be a pitching change. So a pitching change for the Mariners in the bottom of the 7th. So Norris pitches 6 1/3 of an inning.
Your attention, please.
John Carlisle will come in. This will be his 17th game. He has a 2.70 ERA. Opponents hitting 182 right-handed, 192 left-handed. So hitters have not had a lot of success against Carlisle's left or right-handed. There's Jeff Mathis. He takes a strike.
0-1 for count. I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Ball and 1 strike.
D-Rod.
1 and 2. Chase ball 2 there. Still 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Nope, inside, ball 2.
2 and 2. Carlisle left-hander. Mathis have had some good swings, but not even able to hit the ball fair. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes. Throwing a first. Hope just gets back. On a foul ball. Still 2-2. Mathis is hit by the pitch. And it puts 2 Phillies on base here in the 7th inning. Just got Mathis on his foot. Once again, Phillies have runners in scoring position. Drew Stubbs will be the pinch hitter for Morse. Opportunity for the Phillies to get something going here in the 7th inning. As they've been looking to score runs here in the last few innings. They had runners on base. 1 ball and no strikes. Ball's fouled down the third base side. Balls and 1 strike. In the air to right field. Nelson Cruz there makes the play, and there's 2 down here in the 7th inning. Just got a little bit under it.
Now batting, center fielder,
John Jay will be the batter. Jay is 1 for 3. Jay hits this one over the third. Throws over the second for the out. And that'll retire the Phillies here in the 7th. They leave 2 on. Runner in scoring position as we head to the 8th. Mariners up 2-0.
Your attention, please.
Jake Diekman is the new Phillies pitcher. In 9 games, he is 0-1 with a 5.40 ERA, 6 2/3 innings, 7 strikeouts. Right-handers hitting .267, while left-handers are hitting .400. So he'll look to the top of the order with the Mariners as Segura leads it off here in the 8th inning. Over to Franco for the first out.
Center fielder number 13.
Mariners with just 5 hits in the game. They've scored 2 runs. Phillies, no runs, 6 hits, no errors. But they've left plenty of runners on base and a few runners in scoring position. Dustin Ackley will be the batter. He's 0 for 3. There's a strike. Here's strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes. Foul.
Nope.
was hit pretty well, but foul. He got a bunch of this one. It's hit the right field. Jordan going back to the wall, and that is gone. Ackley with a home run, and the Mariners lead it 3-0 here in the 8th inning. Third of the season for Ackley. Well, he ripped the last pitch foul that he hit, but then this one, he got all of that one. And a 3-0 lead for the Mariners. And here's Robinson Cano. This is what he did back in the 6th. As the Mariners have hit 3 home runs in this game. Yes, strike to Cano. Strike.
D-Rod.
1-2. Phillies will go to Seattle later in the season. Two balls and two strikes. Down 3-0. You don't want to throw nothing up and in for Cano to drag out. I mean, the game is still in reach, but the way the Phillies have played, they've had runners in scoring position, but not been able to bring them home. That one's fouled again. Right to Diekman as he fires over the first for the out. That's 2 outs here in the 8th.
The batter, number 15, third baseman, Kyle Seager.
Kyle Seager, the batter, he homered back in the 6th. Bruce Seager homered in the 6th inning. Gallardo did pitch well, but the Phillies were unable to get any runs. And if you don't score runs, you don't win a lot of ball games. They were shut out last night. And in this game, they're being shut out as well. Not like the Phillies with their type of offense that gets shut out in 2 straight games. They were shut out in Cincinnati the 2nd game of the season. After putting up 13 in the 1st game.
I got to count 1 and 2.
1 ball and 2 strikes.
I got to count 2 and 2.
2 balls and 2 strikes.
Full count.
Nelson Cruz waits on deck. 3 balls and 2 strikes. To the pitcher, and he tags Seager for the out. That'll retire his side, but Ackley got a pitch up and in, and he just drilled this one out of the ballpark. 3-0 Mariners as we go to the bottom of the 8th.
Your attention, please.
Danny
Now pitching for the Mariners,
Farquhar will be the
Number 40.
pitcher.
Danny Farquhar.
1-2, a 3.86 ERA, 7 innings, 3 strikeouts. Let's see if the Phillies can get something going here in the bottom of the 8th. They have the heart of the order coming up. Here's Anthony Rendon. Strike 1. Ball and 1 strike. Pop them up to first base. And there's 1 out.
Now batting, right fielder.
Brandon Jordan will be the batter.
Jordan.
Jordan is 1 for 2. He doubled back in the 6th inning. Jordan can use a big hit here. 1 strike. You know, but these guys aren't going to be able to hit 5 for 5 in every game, and other guys have to step up to the plate and get some hits in. 2 strikes to Jordan here. Especially with the slump that this team has been in.
Oh, that's just out.
1 ball and 2 strikes. 2-2. Just think the Phillies are right now, they're pressing hard to get anything going, and when you're in a struggle, it's hard to get something going when you're struggling.
3.
And Jordan knew that. It was a strike 3 call, and he is out there 2 down here in the bottom of the 8th.
The batter number 7, shortstop, Michael Franco.
Franco's 0 for 3. His average is now down to 297.
Ball 1, no strike.
Ball and no strikes. Thinking about giving Franco and Jordan a day off, but the way they have been playing, the Phillies have been playing, they wanted to get a win here. 2 strikes to Franco, and you may see that day off come on Saturday afternoon.
Two balls and 2 strikes.
I think right now they would need a day off just to get their mind back in gear here. Franco, Jordan goes down on strikes, and the Phillies are done here in the bottom of the 8th. We go to the 9th, 3-0 Seattle.
Your attention, please.
Matt McCormick, the new pitcher for the Phillies. This will be his 16th game coming in. He's 1-0. The 5.65 ERA and 10 strikeouts, 267 for left-handers. Right-handers are batting at 313. Here's Nelson Cruz. He is 1 for 3.
Right fielder, Nelson Cruz.
Here is a strike. Phillies have not been shut out twice in 2 games in 3 years. Cruz goes down on strikes, 1 down here in the bottom of the 9th.
The catcher number 35, Taylor Kaiser.
It's too late on that.
Papelbon's up in the bullpen. Strike one call by on Tyler Keyser. Keyser is 0 for 2.
Count 1-1.
Ball on 1 strike.
Count 2-1.
2-1 to count.
Hey,
2 balls and 2 strikes. It's a call, 3rd strike. McCormick has struck out the first 2 batters here in the 9th.
First baseman number 1, Steve Pop.
It was a check swing, but it was a called strike 3. Here's Potts, the batter.
yeah.
That's a strike. Potts is 0 for 2.
D-Rod.
No balls and 2 strikes. Popped them up, playable. Rendon makes the play. Now to retire to side. The Mariners go in order here in the 9th. Head to the bottom of the 9th. Mariners lead it 3-0. It'll be a double switch here for Seattle.
Your attention, please. These changes for Seattle. Now pitching and
Frank
batting in
Hinton
the
will
6th
come into
spot.
the game.
Number
Hilton will come in the
26.
game. He has a high ERA. Right-handers are batting .450. Right now, the Phillies just need to get some runners on base to have a shot in this. Ball 1. Right down the plate for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Batista, this is a little chopper. And that is the first out here in the 9th. Reminder, the Phillies National Series all will be on MLB Network. So no VGN for that series. All nationally televised game, video game network. Here's Edmund London. He is 0 for 3. He gets that over.
0-1.
And London rounds at the first base, and there are 2 quick outs here in the 9th.
Now batting, second baseman.
Well, it just seems that the Phillies just sort of given up at this point. I mean, some players have tried, have gotten on base, but it's just the Phillies' swagger has not been there in recent games. Here's Hope. Hope drills this to right field. It is hit deep, and it is gone. Brock Hope with a home run that cuts the deficit to 3-1 here in the bottom of the 9th. His 5th of the season. Got a good pitch to hit. And he just drilled it in the right field. So the Phillies avoid being shut out for the second straight game.
But captured number
Jeff
8.
Mathis is the batter. Mathis takes outside for a ball. Balls and no strikes. Two and one. Two and two. Phillies are down to their final strike. Count. Pitcher spot is on deck. Mathis trying to get on here. 2 outs in the bottom of the ninth. Phillies got a run here on Holt's home run. Looking for Mathis to get on base. And this one is off the glove of the second baseman and in the right field. We'll see how they scored. Off the glove of Cruz.
Up next for Philadelphia, pitcher.
And the Phillies have life here in the bottom of the ninth. Off the glove of Cano, Woody Francis will be the pinch hitter.
Number 30, Woody Francis.
Francis has not played in the last few games. He is a pinch hitter. That one is in the right field, and that's going to go all the way to the wall. Mathis will go to third. He is going to be waved. Here goes the throw home, and Mathis is thrown out to end the ball game. He should have stayed at third. Mathis is not a fast runner. He should have stayed at third. They would have had the top of the order come up. The Mariners hang on and win that one 3-1. A base running mistake by the Phillies. And that's a shame because Francis got on base, so did Mathis. But Mathis took a gamble and he got thrown out at home. Mariners win it 3-1. We'll be back to wrap it up after this. Welcome back here at Citizens Bank Park, where the Mariners beat the Phillies by the score of 3-1. For the Mariners, 3 runs on 6 hits, no errors. The Phillies, 1 run on 9 hits, no errors. The win goes to Bud Norris. He is 2-3. Vonnie Gallardo takes the loss. He is 3-3. Frank Hilton picks up the save. Mariners hit 3 home runs in the game. By Cano, Sager, Dustin Ackley. Brock Holt went 3 for 4 with a home run. Jeff Mathis was thrown out at home, and the Phillies looked like they had life. Francis had a double. And if he would have stayed at third, it would have brought the top of the order up. Probably put the tying run on second base. So a base run running under by the Phillies. And potentially cost a chance to tie up this ball game. Well, MLB Network will take over the next 3 games for the Nationals. Hopefully the Phillies can take care of business in Washington, D.C. But that'll do it here in Citizens Bank Park. The Phillies go down to the Mariners 3-1. We'll talk to you next time on